Hello everybody, this is Peter from Bear Bull Traders. Wanted to share with you a trade I made yesterday, and this is my first video, so be kind if I mess up on the tools. It is my first time running through this. Yesterday I took a trade on PAGS, and it wasn't my most profitable trade, but it was a good example of where I stuck to my rules and reaped the benefit. What you're looking at is a page out of my journal that I keep every day on every trade. I record my thoughts on the trade, my entry and exit as well. I have a cover page that I put in that records my emotional state for the day, my health, and how satisfied I am with all of the trades that I make, as well as, of course, all the basics in terms of profitability and everything else. Now on PAGS, like most of my trades, I'm pretty selective. I'm looking for trades that are match the direction of the move of the SPY in the markets. I'm also looking for trades that match the news or at least don't contradict it. Now on PAGS, there wasn't really any news yesterday, so I could trade it in either direction, but I was expecting it to move down with the market just based on what I was seeing on the stock. And after, which I've got a 5-minute and a 1-minute chart that I use, I was looking at it and it had the initial breakdown and then it pulled back up, but I wasn't expecting it to last because I didn't see a lot of strength, and this big tail here, this wick, sort of showed me that there wasn't a lot of strength behind the move. So once it broke down through the VWAP, I decided to go short, and I like to go short. As you see, I give it a little bit of room because I'd like to make sure that the move is real. In this case, it turns out that I sort of bought in at the low point of that move, but I'd set a stop loss at 28.10. So I was basically prepared to let it go back above VWAP a little bit and then make sure that it wasn't going to keep pushing back up through. 28.10 seemed like a reasonable stop loss for me, so that's why I set it. And as you can see, it came up and touched right on it. Now, when I set a stop loss, especially on a short, I am looking for the bid to get over my stop loss number, not the ask, because I find sometimes the ask will pop up, and if I set my stop loss properly, it should sort of reverse at that point, which is exactly what happened here. So it printed a couple of orders right above it, but the bid never got over, so I held through this chop. Now this is where I probably should not have sold any. This was at break even. I decided, because I was not certain of the move, that I lightened my load and I sold half back at break even. I should have held on once the move started to reestablish itself, but I didn't. And then I sold at what I think are fairly appropriate points. Now, you can see this 27.37 that I'd taken from the day chart. If I looked at the 1 day, there was levels that I had marked, and this was the first level, so I sold my final shares at this point. I arguably could have held it down to the 27 marker, but at the point I didn't really have any confidence that it was going to make the 27 level, and as such I sold all out. Now, looking back, I probably should have looked closely for the reversal. I'm not good at reversals myself, but it's something that I acknowledge that there's often an opportunity there that I could take advantage of. In this case, the reversal would have been far better than the move that I did take. However, that's just something for me to look at for the future. Overall, I was pretty happy with my trade, and it was sort of one of a few successful ones that I had yesterday. Hopefully this helps. Look forward to posting more videos in the future. Thanks a lot, everyone.